Hey guys, Dylan Tommy here. Let's do a special green room update. Today's my birthday, and all I really want to do is hang out in the green room. So you guys can spend some time with me and we'll cruise. I told you not too long ago that I would do a full update on this little Varium build that I have, and I just haven't. So let's take a good look at it. It's running right now, and what I've done recently is I took the front door off, as you can see, just for some added ventilation. And nothing's living inside here just yet. And I'm trying to get some of these mosses to acclimate to living on this moss wall here. You see the water flow effect. It's kind of just cascading off the glass. And the reason for that is I wanted to keep it quiet. With any water flow effect, you often hear the trickling. You can't really hear it so much. It's a very quiet running system, and I like that. And I get the drip, and I get the moss wall, and I get it watered periodically. I have it set to turn on and off every 2 hours. So the pump will continually run through the system down here to continuously circulate this water, and every 2 hours this cascading effect comes down and waters the moss wall, which is doing okay. It's been through some rough times. It's been very dry. Haven't kept very good air circulation in there till recently, but it's coming back. It being spring now, and I've been able to let some natural light in here. The system's looking a lot better, and I've also added a fan way up there. So the circulation inside this vivarium is much better as far as air. And as you can see, I got some clovers growing up here, just some weeds, because some of these mosses actually came from the yard. So the weeds are coming up, just not the moss so much. Although I'm hopeful. But I'll keep you guys updated on that little vivarium. Like I said, nothing's living in there just yet. I took the door off just for some, added air. But let's check out the tanks. Check out the 55. What do you guys think? I should trim the baby tears or what? Ha! I've been kind of letting them grow out, so when I do eventually trim them, I can get a nice uniform look throughout the entire tank. Some areas have more lush growth than others. I mean, it's really filled in a lot on the right hand side, but there's little patches in certain areas that just haven't grown out so much. So I want it to completely fill in before I do a nice trimming, and then I can create the kind of contour with the hills and valleys that I want to create in the scape. But the growth itself is looking great. Check out the Madagascar lace. It's doing very well in this tank. Like I said, it now has room to kind of stretch out and grow out. Hey buddy, yeah, we can always take a look at you. But I'll keep rolling. We'll check on the little albino Kribensis. They haven't had much camera time. They do a lot of hiding, and I really haven't been able to show their size recently. I think what I'll do is we'll do a little feeding, and hopefully we can get them to come out. We'll see if that works. Usually if I just kind of hang tight, add some food to the tank, we'll be able to see these guys. Like I said, they put on some decent size in the last several months. They don't feed out of the water column. What they'll do is kind of wait for the pellets to hit the substrate and then feed off the bottom. Very cool fish if they weren't so skittish. Like I said, they spend a lot of time hiding in the vegetation. Alright guys, let's keep cruising. I definitely want to update the guppy tank. It looks a lot different than what it did without that piece of driftwood in here anymore. All this deformis has really grown out. We get some green growth in here. And I've actually added a couple new guppies to the mix. A lot of the fish in this tank were all related. Either a parent, like this guy who's the father, or a brother and sister. So what I've done recently has added some new genes to the tank. We got this female right here, and I'm glad she's right here out in the open. I can introduce you to her. She's got some blue in her tail. She's a new female in the tank. And there's my new male. A really funky, fancy guppy to kind of mix up the gene pool and get these fish to start breeding again without the same colors and the same variations. Because like I said, a lot of these other red fish are all related. They're all from the same two original fish. So now that I have some new genes in here, I expect to see much more breeding activity. And if you look down close, down here on the bottom of the substrate, I do have some younger guppies in the tank now. Next to this guy, look at him. My Superman. He's been my coolest male. But there's some new blood in the tank now. Let's see if we can catch some of these young fry. They're usually down in this area. I actually had thrown some baby tears in this tank too, and they've acclimated really well. Check that out. Just sprouting up there next to the moss. And we got a younger generation in here now. I think it's cool. I think the breeding activity will really start to pick up with the new fish in here. But the tank itself is doing very nice. I wanted to give you guys a look at it. The cherry shrimp do very well in the guppy tank too, feeding off all the debris that gets caught on the deformis. They look really cool. And the guppies don't bother them. I mean, they're great co-inhabitants. Still got some moss in this tank. Wanted to keep it in here just for some of the younger fish to have a place to hang out in. But there's some rich, thick vegetation in this tank now. Everything's really grown out, as you can see. And we got some new blood. We'll give Mojo a quick look before we head into the other room. His system's really maintained. I think the shrimp are doing a bit of breeding in here. I noticed a lot of red cherry shrimp in his tank lately. And I guess I just don't see any right now. But they're in here. And I think they've been reproducing. We'll keep going. Want to check on the Pallidorum and definitely the Bichardi, right? The Bichardi is a really healthy colony, and I have to kind of consider what I'm going to do with these fish. If any of you guys are interested in any of these Nillamprologus Bichardi fry, let me know, because they're growing out fantastic in this healthy colony, and I'm really enjoying them. But the breeding doesn't seem to want to stop. They're really growing these fish out. Becoming a really large colony here. Along with the Julies, who are hanging in real nice. Really looking decent. Such a beautiful fish. There are just many fish in here nowadays. All different sizes, several different generations, and they just won't all live in here forever. So, like I said, if you guys are interested, some really cool species to keep. And like I said, I've enjoyed them. They breed very easily in captivity, although I waited 2 years for this guy to kind of get ready. They're fairly easy fish to keep. Let's pop over to the Pallidorum. Pallidorum kind of has the dusk effect right now. I have the smaller bulb on it, which is more of a reddish bulb, 5500K. And it's just a dusk look. The lights are almost about to go off in here. But I thought I'd give you a quick look at the Pallidorum this time of night. I don't think I showed you guys this tank under this lighting in this spectrum. It's just more of a dusk look before the tank goes completely off. Check out these guys. This has really been his spot when he climbs out of the tank. He sees me here and he's probably making a dive back for the water. Alright, quick look at the Pallidorum during the dusk time. Alright guys, we'll keep going. We'll finish it off in the African tank with the Mbuna. We'll keep cruising. And I want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with me on my name day. Checking out the Africans and the green room. And some big boys in here. You guys have a good one. Tank on. Peace.